What's going on YouTube? K3 here with a video tutorial for the triangle pass. This has been a pretty popular trick that's been requested. I think it has to highly do with the fact of the World Cup spinners lately and some of the professional pen spinners like Stahl or Kin. But regardless, I'm sporting the Kin style MX, not really Kin style, I'm just saying MX for that reason. But in any case, I'm sporting an MX in this video just to prove that you don't need a balanced mod to do this well. Kin obviously is an example of that, and I will show you just the basics of the triangle pass, and the triangle pass looks like this. I must admit that when you start off doing the triangle pass, there's a lot of confusion and a lot of coordination problems, but if you look at the slow-mo, you might figure out what's going on, but you might also notice that what I'm about to teach you is not exactly 100% like what you saw in the slow-mo. And there's a good reason for that, but obviously the way I teach, I always teach the rudimentary steps first, aka the basics, and then I work you up to the more advanced steps. So the more basic way of the triangle pass is what I'm going to show you right here, and then near the end I'll try to show you how to make it a lot smoother. First I'm going to zoom in just so you guys can see my fingers a little bit better. The most important thing here is your fingers. The rest of your hand doesn't really matter because it's a triangle pass, only involves 3 fingers. So first you want to locate your pen's center of balance, which for me is around this little curve right here, and you want to hold it like this, okay? Your thumb is opposing your index and your middle finger, which are on the other side of the pen. And what you want to do is, if you are right-handed like me, your pen will want to spin, well, for the triangle pass, it has to spin in a counterclockwise motion. If you're left-handed, obviously it goes the other way, it goes in a clockwise motion. But to start off, what you want to do is, this motion is actually the same thing. Like, because it's a triangle pass, there are 3 separate moves or little mid steps or sub steps, I should say, that complete one revolution of the triangle pass. And each of the sub steps is the exact same thing. It just looks slightly different because of which fingers they're using. And I'll explain what that means in a minute. But first of all, to get this in a counterclockwise motion, if you're right-handed like me, you want to drop your index finger and then use your thumb to kind of push it being the pen, push the pen in a counterclockwise motion. To stabilize the pen, you're going to put your index finger on the other side of the barrel, just like this. And this is the same motion you're going to be doing the whole time, okay? So you look for which side of the pen has 2 fingers on it, which in this case is the top side. You're trying to get the pen to move, you're trying to get this end to move up, but what's blocking it? Your thumb is, right? So you're going to remove your thumb, use these other 2 fingers to try to push the pen forward in this counterclockwise motion, scoot your thumb underneath to support the pen so that it stays stable, and then you repeat the motion over. There's 2 fingers on this side of the pen. You want it to rotate like this, but your middle finger's in the way. Move it down, continue forward, place it on the other side. You've done 1 revolution of the triangle pass. And this does seem very choppy, and I will admit in the beginning it is, but this is what I'm going to have you guys do. I don't want you guys will notice that when you do a triangle pass, a lot of the people like Stahl and Kin, a lot of other people that have mastered this trick tend to do it at their fingertips like this. It looks like they're not even really touching. It looks like just kind of wiggling their fingers, and then the pen just kind of spins like magic. But really, I'll teach you how to do that, yeah, and trust me. But for now, I just want you guys to build coordination, because again, coordination is very key with this trick, because if you don't understand the coordination, your fingers aren't used to it, you're going to fumble up, you're going to get your fingers tied, and it's just not going to be smooth. So what I want you to do, this looks very dumb, but it's practical. See this joint right here? I want you to hold the pen at this point. Kind of like you're doing a finger pass, right? You kind of do your finger passes around that part of your finger. I want you to hold it like this and then do the triangle pass like this. Okay? I know, it looks stupid, it looks dumb, it looks choppy. It looks nothing like what you see World Cup spinners spin like. But this is really important for coordination. Okay? So just do this with the pen around that first joint in your finger. And then once you get used to that, I suggest you slowly work your way to the tips of the fingers. Not all the way at first. I strongly suggest doing halfway, kind of like that. And then do it from there. And from here, you might get a little bit smoother, you might get a little bit faster. It all really depends. But eventually, you'll notice that once you get the coordination down, you kind of get that weird, coordination going with these 3 fingers going on. You can kind of just set the pen on top, and just the bare tips of your fingers are touching the pen. And at this point, you don't really even have to move your middle finger. You will notice that I barely move my middle finger when I do this. It's just simply there as a supporting finger, because obviously if you do this, you can't really make it spin. It's not very practical to make it spin on just 2 fingers. It's very hard. So in the beginning, you want to keep things pretty simple. I know it looks stupid, but you gotta try to get the coordination down first. It's very important, so I strongly suggest you do this for a while until you get the motion down. Again, once you get the motion down, it's okay to start moving the pen up a little bit. Move the pen up a little bit. And then you might get a little bit faster, you might get a little more fluid, and eventually, when you work your way up to the top, you'll notice that you barely have to use your middle finger. And that's very good. You just kind of want your thumb and your index finger to be kind of just shuffling the pen along and providing that spin that the pen needs to make a nice, smooth, fluid triangle pass. So that is really all I have to say. The triangle pass, again, it's all about coordination. It's all about timing. So I want to thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Hope this helped you guys. If it didn't, try to ask some comments. I may or may not answer. Probably not. But the reality is, it's all about the coordination. If you follow my tips and do this really stupid, retarded, choppy mode first, you will get the coordination down very quickly. You'll get very tired of it. But then after a while, you can work your way up the finger and then to the tip of the finger, to which point it is very easy to do a triangle pass. Now, one last thing I want to say before I close this tutorial for real. How do you get to the triangle pass? This is such a weird position. You don't really see tricks in pen spinning where the pen is at the tip of the finger. So you might do a basketball spin, but as far as I know, that's in the opposite direction of the triangle pass. So how do you get into a triangle spin? Is it even a practical thing to put into a combo? And the answer is, of course, you can get to it. What's the easiest way to get to it? Well, truly, to be true, I only know one way to get to it, and the answer: Twisted Sonic, best trick in the world, in my opinion. Start with a palm down Twisted Sonic like this, and then when you're at the point where you're about to catch it, turn your hand over. And at this point, you're in this position, which is pretty much a good starting point for the triangle pass. So again, palm down, Twisted Sonic. You want to start with kind of more or less the weight out towards the inside of your hand. And then when you do this, flip it over, and then you should be like this. And from here, you can make minor adjustments to do the triangle pass. So again, palm down, Twisted Sonic into a triangle pass. Just like that. All right, and then from there you can do thumb around, whatever. But unfortunately, that's the only way I know how to get to a triangle pass. You can try to look at other spinners' videos to see how they get to it, but that's the way I do it, okay? If I ever do a triangle pass, that's how I do it. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been the video tutorial for the triangle pass. Hope it helped a lot. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next video tutorial.